Hey there, welcome to episode 19 of the Let's Innovate for Vegas audio program. I am your host, managing director of the Innovate for Vegas Foundation, Dan Hugo. Today we're going to be talking about the International Space Apps Challenge for 2023. This is part one because there'll be a lot to talk about over the coming weeks and months. So let's get started. Today, by the way, is June 29th as I record this. I'll probably publish it on the 30th, end of June. The International Space Apps Challenge fast approaches. As I said, we begin our ramp up to the event, which is occurring in October 7th and 8th, if you must know. It will be a full weekend, 24 hours a day, 2-day hackathon challenge for everyone on the planet to take part. From what I've seen so far in the local lead meetups, the Slack channels and so on for just that, there's a lot of participation, global scale. So we'll hope to step up here in the greater Vegas area. We'll get to that in a moment. So what is the Space Apps Challenge? It's a NASA-sponsored global event. The last time there was I say a team sometimes, but it's multiple teams. So I'll simply say we had a local lead here in 2019. That person has moved away. So there was a possible position opening when I made the application, and I received it. So I am the local lead for Las Vegas. I say Team Vegas Actual, but I need to stop emphasizing team because there will be multiple teams. So kind of like, I don't even know what to call it, though. It's just a local event, and I'm the lead. So there you go. It is not, I have to be very clear about this, for no specific, explicit, horrible, bad reason. It's just to be clear so that if the question arises, it's not an Innovate for Vegas event. We have our monthly hackathon meetups. We have various projects in flight, so to speak, aimed at making our smart city smarter. As far as I am aware, at least for the moment, Las Vegas and the greater Vegas area, we don't extend up into space. Maybe someday. There's talk of a spaceport or two emerging here in the greater Vegas area. But for the moment, the Innovate for Vegas Foundation is facilitating this event. We will ideally work with others, partners, sponsors, judges, and obviously the most important people, the participants. We'll get to that in a moment. So in these early days, the event, as I said, is in October. Don't let that fool you. There's much to do. So the local lead meetups have commenced in the form of office hours. So these are sort of optional but very useful meetings. So far I've attended one, but it was indeed very useful. The event pages on the portal, which is linked in the show notes, spaceappschallenge.org. Event pages are becoming live, so the local leads, like myself, we're able to log in and start taking a look at what's there. Soon, if you would like to participate in our Las Vegas event and be a part of Greater Team Las Vegas, I don't know, would it be like a conference, a collection of teams? If you would like to, though, participate and your locality, if you are not able to join an event near you, we are able to, I've already selected the initial checkbox, we're able to host ours as a hybrid in-person and virtual event. Ideally, we will have some participation outside of the greater Vegas geographical area. We're looking at Reno, Carson City, Lake Tahoe, the more suburban and rural areas of Nevada between Las Vegas and Reno. Perhaps Laughlin, Mesquite, Pahrump. Anyone is welcome. But wait, there's more, because Nevada is Nevada, but the globe is a big place. And so if you are somewhere where you cannot access an event near you, like I said, but you're also not in Nevada, don't worry. You are always welcome. I don't know if you know this. Las Vegas hosts nearly, I think it's actually slightly over now, 40 million people every year who visit the oasis in the desert for conferences, conventions, sporting events, gambling, entertainment, to see a show, to see one of our various, or maybe more than one of our various residency entertainment programs, performances, plays, to eat at any fine restaurant, maybe to visit your family and friends. Who knows? 40 million plus, I believe, is the latest run rate. So we are totally fine with people coming and going anytime, all the time. So consider virtually visiting Vegas and participate in our team from where you are right now or where you will be on October 7th and 8th. Here's what we know so far. So like I said, we'll have a hybrid in-person and virtual event. We want to enable anybody to have ideas as well. Side note, we are also extending our Innovate for Vegas Foundation project reach beyond Nevada, so more people can participate in smart city-oriented projects. Las Vegas doesn't have to be the only smart city in town, so to speak. So we're generally reaching out beyond our borders. May our reach exceed our grasp, as they say. Teams of one are allowed. Discouraged, I think a team of one is fine. Anybody who's a solopreneur knows there are some advantages, but mostly for something like this, teams of 2, 3, 4, or 6 are probably advisable. But teams of one are allowed. And teams can collaborate. So if you want to hack the can teams work together, sure, everybody forms a team of one and you can work on multiple projects together and cross-pollinate, and each team submits a project. That part is a little, I don't know if I agree with that part, but it's fine. I mean, it's not a bad rule, but each team, even a team of one, submits a project at the end, and that's how it is judged. So consider that strategy I mentioned just now, but teams of one are allowed. If you're under 18 and you would like to participate, you need parental permission. I always say that anyway. All of our events are any age friendly. I always ask that you bring a parent. More the merrier. The more participation, the better. Parents should be a part of everything. Trust me, you'll think that too eventually if you don't already. In participation may require a parent or guardian to actually attend with you. So yeah, bring a parent. Virtual is less clear. I don't know if they need to be sitting next to you for all 48 hours or so, but why not? Invite them along. We will need local judges. And by local, that same virtual notion applies. So the virtual local judges are also part of the team. So judges for our local event, so Vegas judges, wherever they may be. And we will have prizes, perhaps, maybe, or maybe not. Depends. All that's on the table. So that will depend a lot on sponsors, donors, supporters, partners. That's a hint. That's more hints, actually. Submissions will be due at NASA through their portal at 11:59 p.m. on October 8th. And that is Vegas local time if you are attending the Vegas event virtually or in person, which means if you are in another country on the other side of the world, it is October 8th, 11:59 p.m. Pacific time, which at that time will be UTC -7. Daylight savings kicks in 1 month later, it'd be -8. So 11 p.m. -7, October 8th, projects will be due to NASA. Special detail if you are using GitHub, or in fact any of your projects, but if you're using GitHub, for example, and you commit at 11:59 p.m., submit your project, you can continue working on it, but that commit must be maintained. And so while there is the suggestion that you fork the project, technically, well, I mean, that is probably the best way to go, but technically you could tag that release and it should remain. You know how GitHub works. You know how Git works. Sometimes not intuitively, but it does address this concern. So be ready. If you are thinking now, what am I going to work on? Be ready for 11:59 p.m., October 8th. Project topics, if you're thinking right now, project topics will be similar to the years past. They have not been released just yet. That will happen later in September, I think about a week or two. That wasn't totally clear. So sometime later in September, we'll have a solid idea what the topics of the hackathon are. But I will tell you this, they will be making heavy use of open data. If you like open data like we do here in Las Vegas, well, jump on in. We have Vegas open data here in Vegas. Clearly very confused by all this. We have open data sets here in Vegas for GeoCommons and open government and transparency of budgets and various things. So we kind of have an idea here, and there are some people here that are big fans of open data. Hopefully you are too. So NASA and some NASA partners, and this is mentioned on their portal, again, spaceappschallenge.org. That's linked in the show notes. So yeah, we'll be making use of open data and then probably other creativity. And by the way, you do not have to be a coder to be a participant in the International Space Apps Challenge. You, again, on their website, and I didn't copy and paste it because that's why websites exist. So you can read it yourself. but they are extending the invitation to all who want to participate. And that's coders, non-coders, creators, storytellers, innovators of all flavors, colors, shapes, and sizes. I'm just winging this, so that's not what they actually said, but it's something like that. So if you want to participate and you're not a coder, you are doubly invited because, trust me, coders don't know everything. In fact, they probably know less than you do about many things. Our plans thus far. What are we doing for the Las Vegas event? A few things. As I mentioned, we already have a hackathon every month. So I would say with ballpoint pen at least, we haven't penciled in. We are penned in with the real ink for October 7th and 8th at the International Innovation Center for the purposes of this event, the MCC, Mission Control Center. Maybe it should be a local mission. No, maybe it sounds like something else. Mission Control will be at the International Innovation Center where our normal monthly hackathon meetups are. Thank you, Don Jacobson, for always being supportive of our efforts of all kinds. We already have a Discord server. Not that anybody uses it, but we do have one for Innovate for Vegas. I've already added a special channel for discussion, and I also added a forum for if we need it. Obviously, we can do whatever we want. So I've added those for the Space App Challenge as we begin the sign-up process, as people go through that portal and whatnot. I believe there is a place to link to a Discord or Slack server for the local event. So we got that. Our website right now links to the portal, the top-level portal for spaceappschallenge.org. We'll have more information as things start to unfurl. The event signups will be in July. Their website says July 13th. I've seen elsewhere on the Slack that it will be July 11th. Whichever day it is, the signups will commence, and we'll try to align some of our online resources for public consumption along those lines so that people thinking about it will know what we're doing and how we fit into the global event. We will reach out to those in Reno. As I said, we are extending our reach beyond the greater Vegas area, Clark County, if you will, beyond Washoe County, anywhere in between, other states, other countries, other planets. So I have actually extended a special invitation to anyone visiting Area 51. If they want to call home, I totally messed that up. If they want to phone home, then we will accommodate their hybrid team here on Earth and wherever else. Our monthly hackathon meetups will be available for those who want to learn more about ideation and sprints and how hackathons are supposed to work. We will have them always on the fourth weekend of each month. They follow Tech Alley, which is always the third Saturday of each month, rain or shine. So hackathon fourth Saturday and the following Sunday, so the fourth weekend. I've never checked. I don't know if the fourth weekend ever falls on like Saturday, the end of the month, and Sunday, the first of the next month, but I should check that. But either way, fourth weekend, always, every month, at the Innovation Center. So we'll just switch the focus for the next July, August, September events, gatherings, to the actual Space Apps Challenge Hackathon. If you want to learn more between now and then, come on by. Or there will be the Discord or other ways to reach out. I've already asked about having an event at Tech Alley in September for the last minute preparations and Q&A. Sort of, maybe we'll even do some early team formation. By the way, you are free to bring a team or to form a team as you see fit at any point during the festivities. So if you and some friends want to join as a team, you already know each other, you already have some ideas, maybe you just like space, you're welcome to. If you are a team of one, but you and some others want to form a team during the event, totally allowed. Sort of like Startup Weekend, if you've ever had a Startup Weekend, or sort of like a lot of hackathons I've been to as well. So that part's not so rigid. The due date timestamp on your project is rigid. The attribution to team members by then is fairly concrete and rigorous, and probably for good reason. But when you get there, if you want to mix it up, if you want to build a team, if you want to join forces, do it. Go for it. Like Soyuz and Apollo, you never know what you're going to get when you connect in space. So that's what we know so far. Again, today is June 29th as I record this. So between now and July 11th or 13th, and then on through the summer, the portal will be worked on to be launchable so that people can begin signups. Our website will begin to connect to more of these resources and make some information available for those interested. We will begin our outreach to potential partners and sponsors. Surely somebody will want some snacks. I always hear that from people who don't show up for our normal hackathons, but for this one, we will attempt to arrange maybe some mobile food vendors. If you're a fan of food trucks, we should totally hook up the food truck scene with our Space Apps Challenge. I don't know if you've ever been in a food truck, but it is not unlike being in a small spaceship. Everything you need, plenty of food, and the tools to prepare it, and not much room for anything else. So, yeah, that might be fun. We'll see about getting some food trucks. Maybe if you are familiar with the International Innovation Center, there's a nice parking lot across the street. While it may contain cars who conveying people to the event, we'll see if we can't get a couple of food trucks to hang out. That's for October, though. We'll see how that unfurls as well. The actual International Innovation Center has wireless networking. It has now some 3D printers. Maybe that would be a thing. And of course, it will have the brilliant minds of people who choose to participate in person. And we will make use of that network and some large monitors that are available to connect our virtual participants with the in-person for our hybrid event. Everything will work out just fine. Promise. So on that note, I will thank you for listening. I will thank you for sharing this, perhaps, with anyone who's interested in any of the roles I've mentioned, if they'd like to participate on a team, or if they'd like to sponsor or otherwise support this event. I believe we are, I think it's fair to say we're partnering with Tech Alley, as always. So we'll look forward to some stuff to happen with or at Tech Alley events. And then any other partners, we'll look to maybe the Becker Tech Center if we want to have another site for some participation. So we'll see if Priscilla wants to jump in on this. And we'll talk to the Space Force JROTC team. Yes, I said JROTC because I was in Air Force JROTC in high school, and now I'm old. So Space Force JROTC, if you like. There is a squadron here. I don't know if they call them squadrons, but why not? And I'm also reaching out to some other companies, and we'll see if the city of Las Vegas or others, maybe the spaceport people, would like to get in on this as well. So feel free to pass it around. Feel free to listen to part 2 as it comes out, probably sometime later in July as we have more details about everything. On that note, I will thank you for your time, and always listen to our podcasts. Find them wherever you find your podcasts, and tell your friends, share, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you're going to do. Listen on the treadmill at least. Thank you for listening. Either way, bye-bye.